There's 4 key things that separate quality of Hartley Ranch Angus beef from other Angus beef or just beef in general you might get somewhere else. 1, we work with the Black Angus breed. Other Angus beef programs out there are allowed to crossbreed with a lot of other different kind of cattle. And if you're crossbreeding with an inferior breed that has some dominant attributes, you can have a half Angus animal that the strip steak is totally tough because of that crossbreeding. The second thing is marbling. For Central Market, we sort the top 2/3 of the choice grade to ensure that you get plenty of marbling and tenderness in every single piece of meat that comes through the store. You know, only the best of what we produce go into Central Market. Very few people do this because they don't want to sell that lower third to somewhere else. But the truth is, our lower third eats better than everyone else's upper 2/3 choice because we've got the real genetic Black Angus cattle that were bred for eating experience. And then the third thing is the aging process at Central Market. We age everything minimum 14 days and usually 21 to 28 days. The steaks need an opportunity to relax, and 14 days really is a minimum. But to get that restaurant quality, I like to get it 21, 28, so that's almost always what you're gonna get at Central Market. The fourth attribute is that we don't use the unnatural growth hormones. Problem with that is it makes the muscle fibers really big, and so they're hard to chew, so the meat's not tender anymore. And additionally, it makes the muscle retain water. And so when you cook it, that moisture comes right out, and then you end up with your meat dry. A lot of other meat, you'll want to sear the heck out of it just to make sure that that water doesn't come out, but ours doesn't have that problem. You know, the thing that really inspires me is every time we're able to serve a steak to someone and they take that first bite and they say, you know, where has this been all my life? You know, that's the best steak I've ever had. And knowing what goes into it, I never get tired of it.